Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyid al-Mursaleen. Amma ba'd. Fa'udhu billahi minash shaitani wajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Salatu wassalamu alayka ya Rasulallah. Wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Habiballah. As-salatu wassalamu alayka ya Nabiyyallah. Wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Nurallah. My dear Islamic brethren, viewers of Madani Channel, we say marhaba, welcome back to our silsila. The call to righteousness. Alhamdulillah, as you have been listening from the previous episodes, we are trying to cover some aspects about this important topic, Neki ki Dawat, invitation towards goodness. And mashallah, we have covered some aspects and given you some enlightenment about the importance of Neki ki Dawat, the command of Allah Ta'ala in Quran Majid. Invitation towards goodness and to stop the people from badness. And last episode we discussed about the guna, the sins. That you come towards the perfume shop. Don't go towards the bad smell, towards the dirt bin truck. Because sin is what leads you away from Allah Ta'ala. It takes you away from the remembrance, from the dhikr of Allah and His beloved Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam. So inshallah today we're going to continue with the silsila and try to follow up from the previous episode inshallah. So first and foremost, let us hear the beneficence of reciting durood, salawat upon the beloved Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam, as our Shaykh Tariqat, Amir al-Sunnah, Hazrat Allama Maulana Muhammad Ilyas Qadri Razavi Ziyai Damat Barakatuh Ma'aliyah mentions in his famous books Fizan Sunnat, the chapter of Fizan Durood al-Salam, as mentioned, if a person recites 3 times Durood al-Pak in the day and 3 times Durood al-Pak in the night, inshallah the sins for that day and that night will be forgiven inshallah. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad. Niyatul mu'mini khayrun min amalihi. Intention of a believer is better than his action. Alhamdulillah, before every silsila we are making good intentions. As you are watching today, let us make some good intentions. First and foremost, our intention should be for the pleasure of Allah. Whatever we learn, we try to be practical upon it. We try to pass this message on to our fellow Muslims, inshallah ta'ala. We make intention to watch this silsila from the beginning to the end. Inshallah ta'ala, we make intention to diarize and try to memorize, inshallah. We make intention to praise Allah ta'ala wherever possible in this silsila. We also make intention to praise the beloved Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam in the form of Durood al-Pak. And likewise, Anbiya, we recite alayhi salam. We make intention when we hear the name of Sahaba Ikram alayhi midwan radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, when we hear the name of our pious ancestors rahmatullahi ta'ala. So these are some beautiful intentions one can make inshallah. Remember, intention a person makes, immediately the Masum angels, the innocent angels of Allah Ta'ala, they write good deeds in our account. So inshallah don't lose this opportunity. It's a free reward in your account. The more you make mere intentions, inshallah, the more mountains and mountains of good deeds in our account, inshallah. We are hopeful on the mercy of Allah that Allah Ta'ala, to the sadaqah of good intentions, inshallah, Allah Ta'ala forgive us, and may Allah Ta'ala grant us the tawfiq and hidayah to do good deeds and to do the call towards righteousness, inshallah. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad. Everyone, you, I, viewers of Madani Channel, should treat the disease of sins. Last episode we discussed about guna, we discussed about bad company and good company, good result, bad company, bad result. Understanding that take good as good and bad as bad. Don't understand that, do not take good as not good and bad as not bad, evil as not evil. This is a destruction for us. It can cause the adhab of Allah Ta'ala upon us. Na'udhu billah. So we should treat this disease of sins. Shaykh Tariqat Amir al-Sunnah says, believe me, if we die without tawbah, he's mentioning in this book of Call of Righteousness that Shaykh Tariqat Amir al-Sunnah says, if we die without tawbah, despite repeatedly committing guna. Committing guna. Na'udhu billah, if Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala becomes displeased with us, we will find no shelter from the wrath of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. We will find no shelter from the adab of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Allah Azza wa Jal will shower His anger upon us. What will happen? Our pious ancestors, they were unique. Allahu Akbar. Our Buzugan-e-Din, Awliya Ikram, Sahaba Ikram, Ali Midwan, Tabain, Buzugan-e-Din, they were unique. They used to love Allah Azza wa Jal and His beloved Rasul alayhi salam boundlessly. They fell in love with Quran. They fell in love with the sunnah of the beloved Rasul alayhi salatu salam. As mentioned, you know, these pious ancestors, they used to have khawf-e khuda, fear of Allah. The problem with us, we have a fear of everything other than Allah Azza wa Jalla. We have fear of everything other than Allah Tabarak. We hear the sound, the crackling sound on the roof, we get scared. We hear the dog barking, we get scared. We hear the cat making meow, we get scared. We hear some noise at the window, we get scared. Alarm goes on, we get scared. Door making noise, we get scared. Any sound we hear bang, we get scared. Any explosion, we get scared. We get too much fear of the dunya, but no fear of Allah Tabarak. According to one narration, and if a person who has khawf-e khuda, the fear of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, all the creations of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala fear him. And the one who does not have fear of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala instills in his heart the fear of everything. The one who does not have khawf-e khuda, Allah Tabarak instills in his heart the fear of everything. Everything he fears besides Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. So our pious ancestors, especially our Buzugan-e-Din, our Awliya Ikram, mashallah, Sahaba Ikram, and they had khawf-e khuda, fear of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. In spite of performing good deeds, they used to do good. Like for example, Sahaba Ikram, alayhim Ridwan, Ashra Mubashira, the 10 companions of the beloved Rasul, they were announced Jannati. But they had khawf-e khuda. Imagine somebody coming and telling you, oh viewers of Madani Channel, don't take tension, you are Jannati. How happy you get. And we are in this condition, somebody tell us Jannati, we don't want to do any other good deed. We just want to enjoy the world because now we're going straight to Jannat. Na'udhu billah. No. Sahaba Ikram and they were announced Jannati, but they used to cry in the khawf-e khuda, fear of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Like Sahaba Ikram, like our pious ancestors, for example, Hazrat Sayyidina Hassan Basri, Rahmatullah, he had khawf-e khuda, fear of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. And he stated that once he was accompanying a young physician, where large numbers of people, including women and children, they were gathered with bottles of water in their hands. They came for treatment. By the physician, he is treating people for sicknesses, for diseases. And they were waiting to get the medicine for the disease. So one by one was coming, once they come to the doctor, he checks him out properly. He subscribes this medicine for him, gives him that medication, give him this tablet, give him that liquid, whatever. So he kept on checking each one and giving them their medicine for the disease. The young pious worshipper asked the physician, the one who was in company of Hazrat Sayyidina Hassan Basri, Rahmatullah alayhi, do you have any cure for sins? Do you have any cure for sins? My dear Islamic viewers of Madani Channel, cure for sins? I mean, we are looking for cure for cancer. We are looking cure for stomach pain. We are looking cure for back pain. Looking cure for arthritis, bone pains. We are looking cure for headache. We are looking for stomach ache, back ache, leg ache, all aches. We are looking for cure. Ever you thought about the cure for the sickness of sins? What was the reply from this physician? You know, usually you go doctor will say, no, cure for sins, I don't know how to do the cure for sins. But if you ask me about, you got a cough, or you got a phlegm, or you got a chest problem, or you got a back pain, I can give you the tablet, I can give you the dawah, I can give you the medicine. But cure for sin, I don't know. But look at this physician, MashaAllah Azza wa Jalla, what answer he gave to the young man. Young man asked, oh physician, oh doctor, is there any cure for sins? The physician replied, yes, there is. The young man said, please tell me the cure for the sins. And viewers of Madani Channel, cure for sins is for me, cure for sins is for you, cure for sins is for the entire ummah of the beloved Rasul alayhi salatu, for Ashiqan Rasul, for the mankind. What is the cure for sins? The physician replied, the cure for the disease of sins consists of 10 things, which are as follows. Please listen to it. This is relating to our topic of Neki ki Dawat. This is relating to our topic to the call towards righteousness. Because if we get this cure of these sins, inshallah tabarak ta'ala, we will definitely think about this neki, this good deed, this obligatory act. What? Neki ke dawat. Invitation towards goodness. Number 1, he says, take a root from the tree. Take a root from the tree of destitution and humbleness. Look, if you want to grow a plant, you have to have a seed and a root. Seed, then root, then stem, then plant. But if you take a root and you put into you split the root up and you put the root into another place, it will grow. So take a root of destitution, poverty, and humbleness. Number 1, you take it. Destitution, poverty. Nobody wants to think about poverty. Nobody wants to be poor. Nobody wants to be penniless. Nobody wants to be moneyless. Nobody wants to be wealthless. Nobody wants to be healthless. Everybody is looking towards wealth and good health, but nobody looking towards poverty. So you have the fikr. Like this physician is telling, you take a root of destitution. Just take the root. Understand what is destitution. Feel the pain. That's why subhanallah azza wa jalla, in the month of Ramadan, Allah tabarak wa ta'ala make this ibadat, this pillar of deen, Ramadan, Roza, fasting upon the ummah of the beloved Rasul. No compensation. You have good health, you fast. If you have any sickness, it's another situation altogether. Good health, you fast because it's obligatory upon you. As long as you are matured and you have to fast. You have the power, you fast. So in Ramadan, we feel how the destitute feel. Poverty, how they feel when they don't have any food. Whole day in hunger. So we have a feeling. So take a root of destitution and take a root of humbleness. Become humble. Smile. Shafqat. Love. Muhabbat. Like our Aqa sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There was no humbleness example like the humbleness of our beloved Rasul alayhi salam. Number 2, he said, add a mixture of tawbah to it. Imagine, he's giving you the medicine for the cure for the disease of sins. Add a mixture of tawbah. And our Aqa sallallahu is to make istighfar daily. He is Allah tabarak wa ta'ala, beloved Habib, beloved Rasul alayhi salatu salam, used to make tawbah, used to make istighfar. Sinless. Our beloved Rasul, sinless. Aqa sallallahu is sinless. But subhanallah azza wa jal, beloved Rasul used to make tawbah. So say this physician is narration from Hazrat Sayyidina Hassan Basri rahmatullah, says, take a mixture of repentance and mix it in it. Put into the divine will of Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. Put into the divine will. The divine will, whatever Allah wills, inshallah will happen. Put it into the divine will of Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. And number 4, crush it properly and with the press of contentment, satisfaction. You're content. My Allah tabarak wills, I will do. My Allah tabarak wants this to happen for me, no problem. I am suffering, no problem. I got a disease, no problem. I am wealthless, no problem. I am healthless, no problem. It's the will. Be content with Allah tabarak gave you. If you have a little bit of wealth, become content. You don't have too much, don't keep looking in the other direction. Become content. And put it into the pot of piety. Allahu Akbar. You take everything, you mix it up nicely. Mix it up nicely. And put it into the pot of piety. Piety leads towards the love of Allah and His beloved Rasul. It leads us towards good deeds. He's a pious person. He's a neck person. It leads us towards good deeds, being pious. Allahu Akbar. Add water of modesty, haya, to it. Add water of modesty, haya to it. And haya, no haya left. Shamelessness everywhere. No haya left. We have to understand about haya. So add some water of modesty, haya to it. Then boil it in the fire of divine love. Allahu Akbar. If only we can understand our maqsad in the dunya and understand about this duty of call to righteousness and build up the divine love of Allah Azza wa Jalla and His beloved Rasul. I said divine love is that everlasting love, not infatuation, real love. Real love. That when you talk about Allah and His beloved Rasul alayhi salatu salam, then you build up the divine love for Allah and His beloved Rasul alayhi salatu salam. Should not be any limitations. Love Allah Tabarak Ta'ala and His beloved Rasul alayhi salatu salam. Inshallah Azza wa Jalla this will be the success of the dunya, the qabr and the year after, inshallah Azza wa Jalla. And then pour it into the bowl of gratitude. Pour into the bowl of gratitude. Make shukr to Allah Tabarak Ta'ala. Did we ever make shukr to Allah Azza wa Jalla? Did you ever make shukr to Allah Tabarak Ta'ala? You ever showed gratitude? So you pour it into the bowl of gratitude, into the shukr of Allah Azza wa Jalla. Make shukr, don't complain. Every time you are asked about your health, every time you are asked about your wealth, every time you are asked about your family, your life, your children, all your difficulties that you're going through, don't ever say, no, I'm in parishani, I'm in difficulties, I'm in problems. Whether with money, without money. With pain, no pain. With health, no health. With wealth, no wealth. Wealthless, penniless, healthless, familyless, you make shukr to Allah Azza wa Jalla in every situation. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen ala kulli hal. Inshallah Azza wa Jalla. After that he says further, Subhanallah Azza wa Jalla, cool it with a fan of hope. Cool it with a fan of hope. Always have hope on the mercy of Allah Tabarak Ta'ala. Remember something, we're not going to enter into Jannat just on our deeds. Everybody will enter in Jannat with the mercy of Allah Tabarak Ta'ala. It is the mercy of Allah that takes us towards Jannat. Yes, you keep on hoping on the mercy of Allah Tabarak Ta'ala. Yes, our good deeds will cause the fadl of Allah Tabarak Ta'ala. Inshallah, the special rahmat of Allah Tabarak Ta'ala. Special mercy of Allah Azza wa Jalla. So keep hope on the mercy of Allah Tabarak Ta'ala. Have khawf khuda, inshallah Azza wa Jalla. And inshallah Tabarak Ta'ala, this will lead us towards Jannah, inshallah Azza wa Jalla. Then he says further, Sayyidina Hassan Basri Rahmatullah says that this person replied that, then drink it with a spoon of divine glorification. And if you do all this, then remember that this recipe will benefit you in treating every disease and trouble of the world and the year after. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Drink it with a divine spoon of the glorification of Allah Azza wa Jal. The dhikr of Allah Tabarak Ta'ala. If you do this, inshallah, as my dear Islamic viewers of Madani Channel, these 10 Madani pools, these beautiful words of wisdom by the great wali of Allah Tabarak Ta'ala, Sayyidina Hassan Basri, Rahmatullah, inshallah, is going to be benefit for us in the dunya, in the qabr, inshallah, Tabarak Ta'ala, and most certainly on the day of Qiyamah, inshallah. As our Shaykh al-Tariqat, Amir al-Sunnat, Allahu Akbar, about Guna, he gives us a very beautiful poetry. Inshallah, I will try to recite, inshallah. Says, Kab gunaho se kinara mein karunga ya Rab Allah. Kab gunaho se kinara mein karunga ya Rab nek kab ae mere Allah बनूंगा या रब नेक कब ए मेरे अल्लाह बनूंगा या रब कब गुनाहों के मर्ज से मैं शिफा पाऊंगा कब मैं बीमार मदीने का बनूंगा या रब. When will I give up sins, Ya Rab? Hey Allah, when will I give up sins? When I will become pious, Ya Rab? When will I get cured of the disease of guna, of sins? When will I become the devotee of Madinah Sharif? May Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala save us from guna. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala save us from this sickness of sins. Allah Azza wa Jalla make us real devotees, Ashik-e Rasul, real Ashiks of Madinah Sharif, inshallah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. My dear Islam brethren, today we notice a vicious campaign that the non-Muslims are striving for the survival and propagation of their false religion. But alas, Muslims have indulged themselves in the worldly matters only. Everybody is involved with worldly matters, running towards our worldly matters. People have forgotten our maqsad, our purpose, what we are in the dunya. People have forgotten about this duty, neki ki dawat, call towards righteousness. It seems like a sideline thing at the moment. People see guna, but people don't do anything about it. Allahu Akbar. It seems as if most of the Muslims of today, most, not all, most of the Muslims of today have considered just eating, drinking, making merrymaking the aim of their life. Enjoyment. Who cares about preaching to others? Who cares about bringing people towards the Quran and the sunnah of the beloved Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam? Who cares about bringing people towards salah? Who cares? They do not even have time to offer their own salah. How can they find the heart full of love for the sunnah? All people care about today is their worldly life, and their worldly life. Shaykh Tariqat Amil Sunnat mentions in his booklet, The Blessings of Divine Glorification. It's published by Maktabatul Madinah. He says that Sayyidina Hassan Basri Rahmatullah Ta'ala stated, the one who considers just foods, drinks and clothing the favors of Allah Azza wa Jalla, certainly he has little knowledge. Allahu Akbar. My dear Islam brothers and viewers of Madani Channel, this is actually what is happening today. In today's time, if we look at the ummah of the beloved Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam, all the talk is about enjoyment. People are gathered together. If you just lend a ear, you will understand that this is what they're doing. Talking about the food. How was that food? We ate in that restaurant. That was the best food so far. We had this juice. That was the best juice so far. We had this cold drink. Was the best cold drink so far. Everything is about the enjoyment of the dunya. People have not understood the maqsad. People have not understood the purpose. If they understood the real purpose of our life in the dunya, that the life of the dunya is the preparation of the qabr and the hereafter, then people would not make this the purpose about life and families and enjoyments, and have forgotten about the maqsad, my dear Islam brethren. Unfortunately, this is the situation today. Majority of the ummah of our beloved Rasul has left this duty about invitation towards goodness, neki ki dawat. This call towards righteousness, we start with our family members. Yes, viewers of Madani Channel, as you are seated today, you have heard so many Madani pools in all these silsilas, trying to make your mind that call towards righteousness is your duty. It's my duty. It's our duty. It's everybody's duty. You are Ashik-e Rasul, you have the wealth of Iman, then you have to follow the commands of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, and this is obligatory upon us, invitation towards goodness and to stop the people from badness. You have to call towards righteousness. Start with your family members, your child, your brother, your sister, your children's mother, your father, your brothers, your sisters, your uncles, your aunts, your neighbors. You see the wrong, you stop them. You talk to them. You stop them. You talk to them. You think bad in your heart that this is happening. Oh my Allah Azza wa Jalla, please change the condition. Ya Allah Tabarak Ta'ala, you are the one who can change the condition of the hearts. Oh Allah Azza wa Jal, firstly you save me from this guna. You save me from this disease of sins, Ya Allah. Save my family members, Ya Allah. Oh Allah Tabarak, stop them, Ya Allah Azza wa Jal. You are the one who can give the tawfiq. You are the one who can give the hidayah. Oh my merciful Allah, change the condition of my family members. Change the condition of my neighbor. Change the condition of the ummah of the beloved Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam. Bring us back towards this neki, towards this good deed. Call towards righteousness. Inshallah Tabarak Ta'ala. This neki, this good deed, this duty, obligatory duty will be benefit for us in the dunya, in the qabr, inshallah Tabarak Ta'ala, and most certainly on the day of Qiyamah. So my dear Islam brethren and viewers of Madani Channel, keep on watching our Madani Channel. Alhamdulillah Azza wa Jalla, I know that you're watching at the moment, you're enjoying. Yes, you're enjoying. But you move away from this type of mahal, these type of environments where you're feeling the happiness of the oneness of Allah Ta'ala. You're feeling the happiness about deen. You're feeling the happiness about neki ki dawat. You're feeling the happiness, or you're feeling the happiness about the call towards righteousness. Don't leave these type of things. You get close towards Madani Channel, only Madani Channel. Alhamdulillah Azza wa Jalla, our Muftiyan Ikram, our Muballigeen, mashallah, they are striving hard in your language to give you the message about the call towards righteousness, about neki ki dawat, about the oneness of Allah Azza wa Jalla, about the ishq of the beloved Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam. So keep on watching Madani Channel, and only Madani Channel. Allah Karam, ऐसा करे तुझ पे जहां में आए दावत इस्लामी, तेरी धूम मची हो आमीन बिजाह नबील आमीन सल्लल्लाहु तआला अलैहि वसल्लम, सल्लु अलल हबीब सल्लल्लाहु तआला अला मुहम्मद।